We do have Emperor. We're filling in for Breaky CPK as he's out of town for the weekend. And, of course, providing you coverage of the Swedish qualifiers, the Swedish Pride event for the DreamHack qualifiers. And, Emp, we are in game number 3.
We are in game number 3. And speaking of the Swedish Pride event, the other round of 8 matchups have been finishing up here. Beef, do you have the update on how they've been playing out?
Yeah, I actually checked in with a couple of those. We mentioned that the Locomotives did take their series 2-0 over Sanctuary, and Lions Esports Club, the #1 seed going into this event, takes their match 2-0 over Team Psycho. Psycho showing us that they certainly knew what they were doing against Trey Kroner this morning, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to withstand the Swedish superstars there in Lions. And so Lions advances into the semifinals. IG versus Team Excellent will be taking place tomorrow. That one rescheduled, so we're looking at our last quarterfinal right here.
Yeah, wow. Tempest and Lodestone. They're banning out Lodestone this time, man. They know they left it in the pool. They did grab the Master of Arms, I believe, in favor of trying to get that Master of Arms Ophelia combo and sort of falling into the bait of giving them the Lodestone, which Bassett's actually played wonderfully in the previous game, set up tons of big plays. And in a game like this, Rally is going to make it through instead now, so...
Yeah, going to be seeing that Rally. Master of Arms, of course, available as well. And we've seen that hero getting picked up, I believe, every single game. So be interested to see if that one does get banned out or not. Keeper of the Forest and Parasite still banned out. And there's the Ophelia. Expect to see the Tempest perhaps added into that lock pool as well.
Tempest was
he was banned. Excuse me. I'm crazy. Yep. I'm crazy. Wow. So getting rid of those...
Too, it does favor them, honestly, going for that. So instead, look to maybe draft the Master of Arms Rally combination or something, maybe, or something really, really strong instead of it. Try to find strong dual combinations. There's... I'm trying to look what else is on the board here. I mean, they can try to always interrupt the jungle flow as well with something like that Suicide Scout running stronger lanes.
Do you expect to see the Master of Arms 6th lock here?
Wouldn't be bad.
That would allow the Hellborn team to grab Rally Master of Arms if Ophelia does get first picked.
Yep.
So we'll have to see.
They've shown potentially some preference for Fade here too. They did lock her up.
Yeah, which is interesting because she hasn't been banned or picked in at least one of the games so far today.
Yeah, the first game, then the last game she was banned.
Yes. Yes. But we will have to see what the choice is here for Team AFK Milking Cows. They got the Cthulhu Fit right-clicked, man. They're seeking your favor.
Yeah, potentially is what my blessing. Have to remain a neutral entity right now here going into this game 3. Geomancer actually being the final lock. Not sure if that's the filler lock or not. Looks like they already have their eyes on kind of what they want out of this lock pool. So if that was the case as a filler lock, I wouldn't necessarily have thrown the Geo because I think the hero actually does have capacity to be used effectively. I think there's more once again, when I say troll heroes are not like there's heroes that are just a bit weaker than the rest. You can fill in that would fit awkwardly into a lineup, and I feel like Geomancer not necessarily one of those heroes they necessarily want to be locking up if they're just looking for a filler lock. So would like a little bit of insight on that as well.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be going for that Geomancer or not, and well, certainly a possibility. Right now they're highlighting all kinds of crazy heroes with the Blitz and the Gunblade in there as well. But taking a look at those bans, Torture going to get banned out once again. And we haven't seen that hero picked up at all today, which is kind of odd.
No, he's actually been, if not banned, he's actually been ignored a number of times too. Which, considering his presence lately, is a bit surprising. But yeah, this game can be taken off the board. Seeing how they're choosing to follow it up. Master of Arms quickly being banned out there by the End Sensation. I like it. Preventing them from getting that. So not going to see the Master of Arms Rally plus Ophelia this time.
Yeah, not this time indeed. Bubbles gets banned out as well. We did see, of course, a great play by Fabelli using that hero in game number 1. Tankfet saying, not this time. And our final ban going to be coming out here from VN Sensation momentarily. Heroes like Pebbles definitely could be ban worthy. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, Pebbles taken out. So for the initial picks here, man, let's take a look at what is available on the board. Flux actually didn't see a ban out this game, so if I'm not mistaken, I believe Flux is on the, yeah, Flux is on the board, Engineer is on the board. You're looking at Fade that got locked up, Engineer being quickly drafted by a number of very, very sound laning options, so no hesitation as far as that's concerned, and well, there
Now,
they go.
with that Engineer pickup, do you have to pick up Flux right here to deny? Well, certainly not going to happen. Now,
No.
do you see Flux on the other side being picked up to go with Engie?
Potentially, it might be able to be kind of against Monkey King. I don't think you need to deny them the combination. I've mentioned it before, but talking to other people, they don't necessarily feel like Flux NG is some broken combo. They just worry for the capacity of a Flux NG to turn a game just based on that combo alone and get that early momentum. Every time we've seen, I think every game we've seen here, once one team establishes that 3K lead, it becomes something so much greater. And that's what that Flux NG lets you do, is win that one fight to get the momentum building and give you that edge as you move into the later parts of the game. Empath being picked up here again by support. We saw the devastating impact that it had in Game 1, so looking forward to seeing a little bit more Empath play over there too.
Yeah, definitely. Going to go along with Monkey King being played by being played by Ninja Peewee, most likely here. Didn't have the most success in the last game, that Lodestone really shutting him down, but hopefully without a Lodestone in the game, as he was blind banned out, Monkey King will have a little bit better of a time. And I mean, how about that Lodestone hero? That guy is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's that burst potential, man. It's that burst potential against the those 1v1 matchups. Even when he's falling a little bit behind, how quickly he can turn things around. Just the massive amount of damage he can put out. Works very well with the barbed armor too, man. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take all this damage for 5 seconds after I use my ulti, but barbed armor lasts 5 seconds, so it sort of covers that window of vulnerability as well.
It certainly does. And Predator going to be picked up here, not banned out, as I believe he was in the previous games. And definitely going to be seeing his carry potential. And going up against somebody like a Monkey King, he definitely is going to be able to shred through that Monkey King's armor and life. So, like that pickup, Monkey King now going to have to rely on that mobility, but that's, of course, going to be minimized by something like the Engineer Thunderdome. And I don't know, what else do you see coming out here for the Hellborn team in the next 25?
The Hellborn team, they already have their support drafted, but they are looking for more of a dual lane setup. There we go. You know, we mentioned it before, and if they were going up against a jungler, a scout would have been good. And considering they don't have one, they're looking to screw up Ophelia this time.
Very, very cool. And if that Ophelia is picked up, well, not going to be picked up right now. So now going to be able to use that scout in the suicide lane, going to be able to put Ophelia in their own short lane. Deadwood most likely going to head into either the middle or short lane himself, while Monkey King occupies the other spot. Fade and Rally picked up here by the Legion team, and I love the offensive 4 protect 1 nature of this Legion team.
Yeah, that is actually pretty damn awesome. How it wind up? I mean, we almost expected that for sure, that Ophelia to be coming out initially, but they're like, nope, taking the Rally, going to deny you that, and we're going to go for just a complete crush style lineup. Lots of lines done there between the Rally and the Fade. A lot of last second swap,
yeah.
Pyromancers, tons of burst damage, tons of support here for this Predator who's gonna be looking in to get in there and tear things up. So that'll be interesting.
What that last second swap right there, it kind of almost told me is which one of these players is going to be the hard support versus the secondary support right here. Fine has been playing more of that hard support role, so they want to get some of that farm onto Pyromancer, maybe pick up something like an early portal key on him, or maybe even just something like a push stick to try to deal with walls coming in from Empath a little bit more effectively, get people away from that Monkey King, or have some follow-up initiation after somebody like the Rally or Fade set up a fight.
Yeah, it makes sense that they're going for more of a secondary slot as well, given the fact that it's a little bit easier for Pyro to pick up farm as the game goes on too, compared to Engineer. Engineer just, honestly, after he gets his energy dome down, he does a lot of what he needs to do for a fight. So,
5 on 4 right here. There's the Compel into the Venomous Leap right now, and Ophelia will go down. Interesting choice and a little bit of lack of communication right there, as Predator was compelled onto Ophelia, and then Venomous leaped the Empath, I believe.
Really cool, though.
It did look really cool, man. But a little bit of lack of communication. in the end, doesn't matter that much. They get the kill onto Ophelia, and they get on out clean.
So, I mean, both games get a bloodlust kill here, man. I don't know. I mean, what do you think about them just standing there, like Ophelia up in front especially?
I don't know why they were there. Of course, they have Empath up in this top lane, so they wanted to protect their own pull, but they didn't have the team to necessarily do it. You've got Wall first on Empath, which is great. That's going to be able to maybe lock somebody in, but you don't have any stun or immobilize there on your Deadwood. Your Monkey King is really your only person that's going to be able to actually put in the damage and the slows there. So I don't know. It just seemed like a very dangerous proposition and a high risk, low reward situation.
Yeah, speaking about the lack of direct disable, you think that's actually going to be a problem here looking at the Hellborn team as the game goes on?
Yeah,
look at the Legion team's combo, and it seems like it's so easy to put together. Oh, Fade's Invis going to open up a clean initiation for us. You got the Rally for the secondary initiator and the burst. You got the Pyromancer for additional burst. You have a Magic Immune Predator that once the fight gets started, he's going to pick his target and just go. The Engineer, very clean keg follow-up. You know, do you think this is much easier to put together the pieces of their puzzle compared to the Hellborn team, the Legion team?
I mean, absolutely agree with you. The Hellborn team is going to rely on the chaos of the Monkey King mobility, the illusory veil there. With Empath, they're going to rely on the Ophelia minions getting in there, and then Scout just trying to pick people off. And I don't know, the Legion team is just going to be disgusting. Talking about all of their stuns, every one of them AoE or line type stuns, 2.5 seconds on Fade, 2 seconds on Engineer, 2 seconds on Rally, 1.6 seconds there on Pyromancer, not even talking about any of their non-stunning abilities. It's just a preposterous amount of disabled.
Yeah, and a lot of damage to a lot of bursts, so.
Wow, speaking of a lot of damage, Fade just dropped down to 20% life there from one Rotten Grasp and 6 minions attacking her. So great use of that negative armor and the immobilize, forcing Fade to actually take a potion now.
So this mid lane matchup, I mean, that was a huge Rotten Grasp, but overall, well, the skill was in favor of them. They overall have pretty sound lanes here. Not expecting to collapse like in the previous games, especially with the Pyromancer pulling here for the bottom lane. Pretty much guarantees Nox is going to have an absolutely phenomenal time seeing it. 380 gold per minute right now.
Oh, there's the King's Grasp into Rotten Grasp right here. Fade taking a lot of damage. Beautiful illusory veil, and Krebson will go down. The last auto attack coming in from VN Sensation. And support, man, there's a reason you do not give him that hero. And Monkey King gets the kill under Rally up top. Saw them both hanging around 50% life right there. And it looks like the Compel might have been whiffed by Rally, and then Monkey King got the follow-up.
Has to be. There's no other way a Monkey King can clean kill a Rally at all. So overall, quickly turning that game around. Nice run by support, and actually, you know, Empath with well-placed walls as support obviously is no stranger to. Can provide some of the most lockdown of any hero there at level 2, thanks to the block and the additional stun coming out from the Essence Link.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a pretty short stun. I believe 1 second.
Just 1 second, but in combination with the veil, that's where it really just.
Yeah, absolutely. Scout being annoying right here. Going to go ahead and clean up 2 neutral creeps. Might even clean up a couple more here with the assistance of support. And this pull that Tankafet has been working on for the past 40 seconds or so is really going to be an issue. Empath has to be careful. There's rotation coming from the middle lane, but Pyromancer actually going to get turned on right here. The Essence Link not going to be broken. The auto attacks, and the wall comes out. Support gets credit for that kill. Scout going to be able to go invis here. Empath also chugs an invis. Beautiful play by AFK Milk and Cows, forcing the rotation, getting the kill, and getting out clean. They might even be able to segment off this Engineer as well.
Yeah, I mean, Scout's looking for it, but Fade is in position. It would be tough to say. They actually are.
Deadwood's coming as well. Going to drop the Rotten Grasp. It will catch Fade right here. Engineer, unfortunately, is going to get away. There's the silence. Fade still has not been able to get a stun off. And there's the Oak Bolt. Down goes Fade. They're going to get the kill onto the turret right there. Empath going to pick up even more gold. And AFK Milk and Cows, they're on a roll.
That's kind of the power of the Empath, though, man, with the Invis Rune. Is already an amazing positioning for the Essence Link. And she knows that opening with that Essence Link, they pretty much can't kill her. If any damage they try to do to her, how much is she healing in total there at level 2? 175, so, you know, around 625 health at that point. The Essence Link on top, way too tanky for them to deal with. It really just caught him in a bad spot.
Monkey King manning up onto Rally up top. I would say Pee-wee has to be very careful right here. Gonna use the Heavenly Vault, and the Compel is used right there. Pee-wee gonna hit the Health Potion, though. Now Rally could be in a little bit of trouble. The Health Potion and the Tree Cut. And Monkey King is back in there, and this is the quick reset potential of Monkey King. He's going to look for a combo right here. And there's the Heavenly Vault, Illusory Dash, and down goes Rally. So Pee-wee playing that one out perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, he did get the Compel off you saw there, but he already had his Vault clicked, so as he compelled back towards them, he just vaulted him. Some sort of weird interaction where they both hit each other at the same time, and, well, Monkey King winning that exchange again, so... I mean, holy crap, man, the bloodlust kill, just everything's quickly going sour since then, and, you know, a big difference this game is that VN Sensation did choose to actually get early in the mid lane and start shaking up the map with that Ophelia, compared to the previous game where, as you mentioned before, he sat in the woods, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, playing phenomenally so far. Scout going to go for a kill on a Pyromancer here in this bottom jungle, and, oh, not actually going to be able to get it just yet. Pyro going to be okay for now. Instead, going to walk away. The Electric Eye and the D-Ward. It's really going to come down to this Predator and how effective Nox is going to be on the big guy.
Yeah, one thing about Scout, though, man, or why I really find it to be an interesting pick this game is, well, you know how his disarm works.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed on that
Oh,
first hit,
another beautiful Illusory Veil. Unfortunately, the Rotten Grasp was not there to follow up. The turret a little bit bad. The Compel comes in, and Deadwood will go down to the might of 4 players from the Legion squad. Fade could be in some trouble herself, though, as a Minotaur is going to be coming over. And support looks to go down here. The Keg not going to connect. But the double tap coming in for Krebson, and that's what the Legion team needed. Great rotation coming out from the top and bottom lanes.
Yeah, it's the 4-man gank and middle, man. You might... It's actually totally worth the time, too, because, I mean, Predator was still farming the lane up there. Rally was already having a bad time against the Monkey King, and they completely evened it out just from that alone. I was going to say, Scout against Predator, the one interesting thing is that the auto disarm, man, going to really you know, potentially screw him up in fights when he's trying to leap on a target.
Pyromancer actually getting gone on here by Scout. Predator going to come over with the rotation, and Scout instead just going to attack a singular Wolf Commander. And all these crits really helping Scout out. He is farming all right down here, 175 gold per minute, and he's not necessarily farming those lane creeps, but keeping Pyromancer occupied in the jungle. Monkey King going to take a Compel up in the top lane. He's going to go for a dive here onto Rally. Maybe not, falling a little bit back. Oh, there it is. Launch and Slam going to be coming in here, and one more auto attack, not going to find it. Pee-wee in some trouble. Sip it on the bottle. This is going to become a game of chicken.
He wants to go for it. He wants to go for it.
Oh, God.
He can make it happen once he gets mounted for 2 spells. What's he at right now? Yeah, not quite. And actually, look at where Pyromancer's standing.
Yeah, going to be covering his buddy up there. And so Ninja Pee-wee will back up, not necessarily aware that the Pyromancer is there, but knowing that his team is still in a decent spot and they do not want to take any risks, that he's already won his lane pretty effectively and doesn't need to take that risk. So instead, just going to head home, finish up those boots, and make his way back out to lane.
Yep, taking a look at the sports here. Engineer actually out-leveling the Ophelia right now. That's a plus. Wow. Ophelia was a little bit more active, but I don't know. Usually it's something you expect to see a level 4 Ophelia at 8 minutes in. When she is active in ganking, it's something that's lighting your 4, it can actually happen. You do sacrifice your own farm in order to assure the success of the lanes, but it doesn't start moving forward now.
Bottom lane, they want Predator, 900 life on Pred. No strength items picked up just yet, and just red boots. Empath is there as well. Essence Link coming in, broken immediately. Still has the Stonehide available. Monkey King is there. There's the Venomous Leap backward, but the Heavenly Vault. And Nox goes down. Alchemist Bones, not going to save you from that.
Yeah, a lot of ways to actually deal with this Predator, man, between the Monkey King, affecting him even throughout his Stonehide, and then you have the wall, you have the disarm, the Scout follow-up, and you have Ophelia's creeps, maybe a Skeleton King laying down the route, the Deadwood Punch. I mean, all of these heroes, look at their lineup. They all have decent ways at effectively dealing with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that Deadwood that was first picked right there into something like the third pick Monkey King, I believe. And they could have been certainly thinking about this. I don't know. No, Deadwood... Third pick was Scout. Who the hell did they get from the lock pool? Must have been Ophelia and Deadwood then. I don't even know what I'm on about right now, man. I'm insane.
They got Ophelia and Deadwood. They got Scout last.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Empath plus the...
Monkey King
okay.
first two. Yeah. Makes sense. Rally in some trouble up top as Monkey King's going to apply some amounts of pressure here. Heavenly Vault comes in. There's the Compel. No secondary Heavenly Vault goes off. And Rally just sips on that bottle as he backs up. And Scout wants this haste bottom.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Fade is in range, though. This should be a very easy pick off into Monkey King unless he has the read. Is playing back at just the perfect timing, man. They didn't even have a lane ward. So the Spidey sense tingling from Monkey King. We'll see how long it lasts. Fade is positioning herself up here. In combination with the Seismic Slam, it would just be too much. But he knows Fade is missing. He's got to be aware. Don't take the bait, little monkey.
Yeah, that level 6 Fade still hiding in the trees. I don't know if they would actually be able to kill him without the use of the Seismic Slam.
They want the
Fade
Seismic.
gonna TP mid. 2 TPs coming in. They want the kill onto Deadwood. Unfortunately, those TPs scouted by the creeps a little bit mistimed by the Legion team. And this gives Deadwood all the information that he needs. In addition to this lane ward, he's just going to back on up, and the Legion team not able to find these kills.
A little bit of a bad time there. Predator running the stack, and take a look at his skill build this game. He actually has 2 points current versus 2 points in Stonehide. I think he should be leveling up his Stonehide from here and maybe trying to get a little bit more active, but we'll have to see. Alchemist Bones, he's about to have 2 charges on it. Passes by the Minotaur camp in favor of probably this Catman on the far side. We'll see what he's doing right now. He's just rotating away. Yeah, exactly.
Monkey King as well as Scout going to be coming on in here. And how about this Empath actually grabbing a Shield of the 5 first item before boots, and Fade's going to walk right by a Ward of Evolution here in a second. Oh, this is so tense. What is Empath doing? She's going insane. She got that ward down.
The wall, yeah, not going to really do anything, so.
I think that was a suicide mission. Like, I actually actively think that support knew that he was going to die. Like, he just wanted to get that ward down. Fade gonna get Willowmakered. Krebson. See you later.
Quick one and done combo there by Zergo, man. Meanwhile, the top lane, Rally's in a lot of trouble here.
Tried to get the Seismic Slam, but the Heavenly Vault just a little bit too quick. And that was never going to happen.
Better that he didn't get it off. Better that he didn't get it off. Wasn't going to kill Ophelia there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely not. And so, once again, we're seeing a relatively even match in game number 1. Double the hero kills here for AFK Malcolm Cal's, a.k.a. Vietnamese Dream Team. But the resource advantage still proving to be relatively consistent as Predators still farming quite well. Nearly 400 gold per minute with the Alchemist Bones in this bottom lane.
Yeah, nearly 400 gold per minute, and that is a steady amount over anyone else on the Hellborn team. They're pretty much more evenly spread. So, in terms of raw carry potential, looking at this, the Predator is about to actually be busting on Elder Parasite on top of the Alchemist Bones, on top of the Steam Boot, so he's going to be attacking pretty ridiculously fast.
Pretty damn fast for 13 minutes in, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Middle lane, Rotten Grasp connects. Fade does not have the reflection available just yet, and especially with that great use of the Scout Silence, she will go down. Another beautiful wall coming in from Empath as well. Even had the Ward of Revelation should they need it. But,
you know what's...
Grebson down.
You know, another absolutely disgusting gank force is a Scout plus Empath combination.
Yes.
Roaming on the ramp. I've been victim to that enough times to know, man. That really does hurt. Top lane, however.
Yeah, Monkey King taking a lot of slow. He wants to go in. There's the dash, the Heavenly Vault coming in. The One-Chin Slam to finish off Engineer. Rally has a compel in 2 seconds, but Ophelia just a little bit too scary. Monkey King instead get a TP to town, where he has 1,200 gold waiting. Going to pick up a Beast Heart on his way toward a Helm of the Blank Legion. And Deadwood showing up in the bottom lane, wanting to put an end to Predator's push.
Yeah, Predator has the Elder Parasite flying out to him here. Fade is going invis, gonna read
right in that electric eye.
A little more friction, but it'd be scouted by the electric eye.
And there's the grasp, the Deadwood punch, as well as the illusory veil. Gonna be able to finish off Fade, and Deadwood will be able to get out of there with the quicken from Fade. Monkey King comes in, finds Pyromancer, the One-Chin Slam, and the double Heavenly Vault. Down goes poor Pyromancer. Double tap coming in for Fabelli, and this one, I don't know, man. There's the 4K lead. You talked about it before. This is the snowball factor.
It is, and right now with Empath's ultimate and Scout taking more of a true form, maxing out his banish at this point. Only 1 point of his disarm, 3 points of electric eye. Going for the Energizer route. That is going to be insane gank potential. I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well, and I mean, for as much as we said in this in the pregame that we were a little afraid for the Hellborn team without their direct disables, how effective they were going to be able to be at setting up team fights, at setting up ganks, they have proved us wrong on multiple counts. 15 minutes in here, already 12 hero kills. The majority of them getting clean hero kills. The Scout has done a fantastic job from the suicide position, being involved in 6 now, 3-0 and 3, using his electric eyes, 3 points in him, not only blocking camps, counter-warding, but of course remaining involved in those team fights. VDT, they're playing phenomenally.
And we mentioned it before, more like they're kind of all in on this Predator, which is a little bit alarming considering the number of tools they have to deal with him, as we mentioned before. So it's more the fact that it's not so evenly spread out. You know, it's like they have to deal with multiple, like they can pretty much focus here on making the Predator's life hell.
They certainly can. Right now at 421 gold per minute, finishing up that Elder Parasite in the bottom lane. But when you've got the Scout, the Monkey King, the Deadwood, who's just picked up a portal key, this could be bad times to be Nox. In fact, Deadwood with an invis heading down here.
Oh, and the silence, the physical silence, 2 on top.
There's the Willowmaker into the Rotten Grasp right here, and Scout gonna go for the shot. Down goes Nox. Point blank marksman shot. I don't think you had to have a range certification for that one.
Oh man, that was a phenomenal gank, and even sounds a little bit early. Didn't matter. I mean, he has it rank 4 right now. That is a
5 second silence. 6
second silence level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so and it's physical at that, remember, so it goes through the magic community, the shrunken head, all that.
Top lane, Bassett's in trouble once more. King's Grip comes in. Catman Champion slows the illusory dash in the Heavenly Vault. See ya later. Bassett's goes down for the 4th time this game. Krebson and Bassett's together with 7 deaths. Unfortunately, these tanky, stunning heroes not really proving to be that effective right now.
Yeah, they're sort of getting jumped on each and every time, and Ophelia, man, sitting on a surplus of gold, not even having her boots yet. She can get the Astrolabe and boots now if she wants, and the courier's in base. Expecting her to spend the gold.
Is it too hot for you?
Well, Scout just got a solo kill onto Pyromancer. Looks like the marksman shot was used in the process. Going to be trying to get away. There's actually the reflection coming out. The Ward of Revelation and Scout will go down eventually. So, finally, Fabelli going to get picked off after being involved in 8 hero kills without any kind of danger. Rally! Oh. Did you see how quick Rally died?
Yeah, that was pretty damn absurd.
That was the Bassett's factor. Man, Bassett's having a really, really rough time on the suicide rally. Second tower going to be going down now as Empath is trying to solo hold the middle lane. Going to be waiting for the TP support if anybody goes on her.
Yeah, and nope, they don't dare. They know, and meanwhile the flanks are being created here. Fade's ultimate is down for 35 seconds. Linking catching her out, Beep.
And the Rotten Grass can be used onto Engineer. She's in trouble as well. The haste onto Fade, that's not even a haste. That was just moving around pretty quick, but goes down. In addition to the Engineer, and 18 minutes in, you are looking at a massive resource advantage. And Emperor, you called it. As soon as you hit that 3-4K mark, you're looking at a big, big snowball.
Yeah, every game, man. Every game, it's the same story lately, and I like it though. I like the fighting for that early game positioning and lead and making it work from there. Personally, it's the part of the game I find the most fun. So that early aggression and the ganks coming out. Empath, yeah, she has her plated greaves early on, man. She's pretty much rushed those this game.
Yeah, went for Shield of the 5 before boots, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's support style, though. He loves that item, and Rally gets killed once again there. Solo kill by Zergo. Bassett's is having an extremely rough day.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much consistently throughout, Monkey King is making his life a living hell. There was that one time where it looked like Monkey King might want to dive him at the top tower, and you know, they were playing a game of chicken, as you mentioned, but Monkey King didn't take the bait, went to go heal, and just continued his absolute control of the top lane. So Bassett's at this point in terms of recovery, man, it's like not really much he can do.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried about that one for him, but at this point there's other things to worry about as well, such as the Hellflower that's being worked on by Monkey King. Scout sitting on 2,800 gold, perhaps on the way to something like a Shrunken Head, or I don't know, what else do you expect to be picked up by Scout?
By Scout, I like seeing, if you're playing more of the support Scout, not support Scout, but Suicide Scout, I should say. I don't like usually seeing the Rune Cleaver rushed. He's going to answer our questions and just pick up a Blessed Orb right away here.
Interesting.
So he could actually be going. It sounds crazy, but
sheep?
No, I wasn't expecting the sheep. He does a lot of physical damage. It sounds kind of crazy. I don't think this is what he'll do. But there's a chance he might actually go for the Geometer's Bane.
Really?
The disarm works on each of your individual illusions.
It's pretty good.
So it might be something that he wants to do to lock down Predator. I'm not saying he will go for it, but a way to keep him alive and just sort of give him a little bit more utility there and build up his stats in the process. Otherwise, I mean, there is a Grimoire's route, which would give him an incredibly powerful snipe.
Oh, well, give him powerful auto attacks in the mana regen that he so desperately requires.
You just love saying that.
I do. Concord does go down there, man. And the Abyssal Skull that was just picked up by Empath 21 minutes in here, enabling the triple melee team to really tank that stomp damage from Kongor pretty effectively. We saw the Soul's Bulwark on defensive from Ophelia, giving some additional armor there, and the massive amounts of items that are coming out here from this Hellborn team really trying to secure their victory and advancement into the semifinals.
Wait, the disarm works on Kongor, right?
I think so.
I believe, yeah, and then with the Geometers, wow, and the illusions being allowed to attack Kongor now too, that's kind of funny that you can lock him down. If that's the case, Scout trying to play it a little bit tricky. At this point, he's actually like a roided out version of that Fade, because his Invis is always up, and he's able to put out a ridiculous amount of damage.
We're going to square off right here. Yeah, Scout going to go in right here, has the Electric Eye in 9 seconds. That's when he's going to be looking for this kill onto Fade. TP support coming in right now. And so, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Good use of the reflection right there. Very, very clutch.
Yeah, wow. For sure, if he laid that eye down a little bit earlier, they would have gotten the kill, but I mean, Devo got there a little bit faster than even I expected. So yeah, Fade, really fast reflexes there and getting on out safely, but you saw how annoying Scout can be there. He doesn't even need to do anything, just highlighting, you be ready to support it out, and holy crap.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit about this Predator's item build. Normally, something that we see a lot on him in Insanitarius, just giving him that earlier game presence and, of course, the increased attack damage, speed, and tankiness. He ends up going for an Ice Brand into a Soul's Bulwark. Nothing wrong with that Soul's there, but once again, going for the Ice Brand. Nox is a huge fan of this item. Emp, what are your thoughts on this build?
There's anti-kite, but if you're looking for anti-kite, something like a Brutalizer might actually be your better route. I feel like it's a little bit redundant here with the Elder Parasite, honestly. And he has extra attacks to you from Alchemist Bones. I don't think like Frostburn is the item build he needs to be going right now. Yeah, not a huge fan of it. In general, prefer Brutalizer over Frostburn for anti-kite on the new Pred if you're going Elder Parasite. Not to say you can't go it. I mean, if he's surviving in fights, if he's just going one target after the next, I can definitely see its application. But at this point, it's hard to look too heavily into. We actually saw, okay.
Oh, that got fendered, right?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. They're right next to each other.
It's hard to be too critical of his pickups when his team is down. He just wants something that's going to try to make an impact, you know? He's just trying to have any impact he can for the phase of the game right now. I mean, you can look at all the big items you want, but he needs items that are going to help him right now. So, because if they lose right now, then it's going to continue to snowball. So, that gives a little bit more insight there. Hellflower on Monkey King at this point, Beef, and he's hungry to use it, and he's in a pretty decent spot here. I mean, they're sort of trapped out here on the bottom lane. Poor Nox, man, that Hellflower has his name on it.
4.5 seconds silence and perplex on that one is going to spell disaster if Predator does get locked down with that one. That's plenty of time to burst down 2,000 life when you are this Deadwood, the Monkey King, the Scout, and, well, double damage Monkey King at that right now.
Well, Deadwood Scout Snipe alone is going to be enough. The mystery of Scout's item is going to be revealed here in a sec. Sitting at 2,770 gold. Not quite in range to get the Grimoire or the Geometer's Bane at this point, but very soon after.
And well, the pushing power of the Hellborn team going to be exercised here as they take 2 in the bottom lane. And it looks like the middle lane now going to be taken by the Legion team in a little bit of a counter attempt push. But the Hellborn not going to stop just yet. They do have a lot of money saved up. I'd like to see them spend this before they try to break the base. But trying to use the Token of Life that has 2 minutes 30 seconds. Willowmaker coming in on the rally right here. He gets annihilated. But Deadwood actually taking a lot of damage. The energy field going to be going down as Deadwood is going to drop. And it looks like a Scout going to be in, or a Monkey King in pretty deep. Finishing off Engineer. Predator getting locked down by the Empath. And there's the stun onto him. Marksman shot finishes off Predator. Predator buys back immediately. Pyromancer going to be coming back up as well. And, well, looks like Empath will get taken out. Fade going to be trying to chase down this Monkey King and will get the Burning Shadows. Token of Life going to keep him up for now. MK getting sent back though. Exploded into that one-gen slam.
He just kind of ran into their base, annihilated them, saved his token.
Oh!
Well, it is a sheep stick in the end, so
nailed it.
Just locking down, locking down the Pred, I guess.
That was a complete shot in the dark. Emp.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it does work. I mean, they're farmed up enough to the point now, and they have the Monkey King for the physical damage carry. It is definitely unorthodox, that's for sure.
I mean, I'd like to say it's for that mana regen that he so desperately needs.
Not to lock down the Predator, who they're going all in on.
Absolutely. Oh, Fade gonna go in right here. Misses the Burning Shadows, unfortunately. Grabbing the 2 illusions instead. Scout gonna turn around, Sheepstick out onto Bastet. See you later. And Scout, Monkey King, Deadwood, they're running the wombo combo, man.
They are. I think it's the first time I've seen that Cauldra is Scout.
Oh, they're gonna get one on Deadwood right here as well.
Yeah, Predator is gonna be able to absolutely do nothing, man.
Yeah. What's the counter to Predator? 4 Sheepsticks. And a Hellflower.
It's that easy. It's got a Hellflower and a couple sheep sticks. It doesn't take a lot of farm at all. But yeah, it's a danger when you sort of go all in on one hero. Not that they had much other choice.
Oh, and there's the Rotten Grasp. Dragonfire going to be used here by Pyromancer. He's sacrificing his life, though. Only 1,100 life. Can't going to connect right now. The melee rack's taking a lot of pressure. Scout going to be sitting pretty far in the back. Sheep goes out onto Predator right here. There's the 3-man Burning Shadows coming in. Fade and Predator both taking a little bit of damage right now as Rally's going head-to-head with the Monkey King. Predator going to be walking back. Energy field going to be dropped right now as Monkey King does not... Well, actually, he is going to drop, and the Token of Life does expire, and no, he does come back up. So Rally and Pyromancer both going to be going down as well. The melee racks do fall. Predator back up with the second buyback. The range racks now exposed. Gigantic resource advantage, and phew, Fade gonna get taken out here by the Essence Link on Monkey King. Bloodbath here on Ninja Peewee. He's looking to make this an immortal, and one more, I think, is gonna do it. Are they going to stop him? I don't know. Monkey King still going hard, and Pyromancer will go down. Support gets credit for that one, but GG well played's come out, and that is gonna do it. Refresher picked up on Deadwood. I don't even know, man. The AFK Milking Cows takes the game 2-1 and the series over. Good for the scene, advancing into the Swedish Pride DreamHack Qualifiers semifinals. Damn, Emperor, that was a hell of a series.
Yeah, I mean, impressive turnaround there too. I mean, the early momentum was in favor the Bloodlust kill by Good for the Scene, and they were continuing their momentum off of game 2. It looked like they were sort of, had a lot of fire to them after the initial loss they took to AFK Milking Cows in game 1. But either way, I can't say I didn't actually go into this matchup favoring them. After seeing them play here today, I wasn't aware that Fabelli was actually playing with them. I think that was a huge pickup for the team. Phenomenal play. But honestly, across the board, all of them, man, really impressed. Happy for them to take it away. I mean, I like seeing these upsets happen, at least in my book. I mean, maybe they went into the match confident, but from my perspective, I don't know about yours, Beef, but I think we all kind of were looking forward to Good for the Scene. Not looking forward to, but expecting Good for the Scene to maybe advance over them initially.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was what both of us said we expected. But very happy to see AFK Milking Cows come out and put on this very, very strong performance for us, showing us just what they are capable of. Their next opponents likely to be Internet Gangsters, as they do take on Team Excellent tomorrow in the round of 8. That's going to be really, really early, starting at, I believe, that's going to be, oh god, my math is bad. It's going to be 10:30 a.m. Nope. 9:38. No. I can't do this right now, Emperor. 8:30 a.m. EST. That's going to be 14:30 CEST. Team Stay Green is going to be casting that one. We'll be back, though, at noon EDT. And that is, of course, 1800 Central European Summertime for more coverage of the Swedish qualifiers here. Round of 4. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, Emperor. Like, my brain is actually exploded right now after seeing all that Monkey King play. Ninja Pee-wee just... I wanted him to get that Immortal, man. I wanted him to get that Immortal, and he was just one away, and Support KS'd it.
Yeah, it was close. It was close.
I can't do math. I can't do math.
Doing your math, just find your numbers checked out.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for being here with us today, covering the round of 16 and round of 8 of the Swedish Pride DreamHack Summer Qualifiers. We're down to